Hello and welcome to Horror and Monster Collectibles, where today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new PCS 1/3 scale Michael Myers from the 1978 Halloween. Now I've been waiting a couple years for this statue to come out. This is the exclusive version. The exclusive comes in 2 boxes. I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Ryan Thompson, who hooked me up with the exclusive. I appreciate that. When this statue was first announced by PCS, the face sculpt on it was pretty bad, and I'm being generous by saying pretty bad. But anyway, they took the criticism and they wanted to give us a 78 piece that we all deserved, and they got a new sculptor in and reworked it, and the end result is absolutely fabulous. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing and take a closer look. First up is a quick shot of the packaging. This is a good reference for anybody that's looking to pack it back up and just to see how it comes. But PCS did a great job packaging this up. And I love the Velcro straps to kind of help hold it all together. They also give you white gloves to take the pieces out and set the statue up, which I always appreciate. All right, in addition to the white gloves that they also include a cert. This is 103 of 150. Obviously, the exclusive has a run of 150, and the standard has a run of 300. But PCS is known for having a bunch of artist proofs, so I'm sure there's quite a few of those floating around. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at all the pieces. Up first, we will start with a quick look at the bottom of the base, and the footprint for that base is 13 inches by 13 inches. All right, guys, now we will attach the banister that comes with the base. We will key that in like so, and that fits well. And it's looking great already, and Michael isn't even on there yet. Now we will grab Michael's body that keys into the base like so. And that fits in easily and sturdily. Okay, let's go ahead and then look at the right hands. It comes with 2 different right hands, one with a bloody knife and one with a clean knife. Now this is actual metal. Let's take a good up close shot of the hand sculpt and paintwork. I mean, this thing is just spot on. It's a fabulous piece, and I am loving how well PCS detailed this. There is an edge to the blade, although it is not sharp. You can run your thumb along there and you're not going to get cut, but it looks the part. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at the bloody version, which is the one I will be posing it with. And they've done a great job with the splatter effect on here. It could be better because they just kind of like stippled some blood on here, but that's not too hard to fix with an airbrush and spackle some paint on there. But the paint work on this hand also is great. I think I've seen a hand where it had some paint issues that kind of looked iffy, but this looks terrific. All right, we're going to go ahead and attach the hand. Now there is a keyed magnet feature here. We'll roll up the sleeve here, insert that. The body is not painted. It's just painted flesh tone, but it's not detailed. And there we have the knife installed. Okay, let's go ahead and now take a look at the 2 head sculpts that were given. We'll start with the non-sculpted hair first. And the camera isn't picking it up too great, but you can clearly see his eyes and stuff in there. The detailing on his eyes look great. Look at the head sculpt and paint app. Now on this one, they show the stab wound through the mask. The sculpted head, though, does not have that on there, so they kind of give you the option to show him pre or post getting stabbed in the neck. So we'll set this aside real quick and we'll look at the sculpted head sculpt. I don't think I will have him displayed with this. I think I kind of like the non-sculpted hair better. Although this does look great, don't get me wrong. I just think I like the look at the other one better. And plus I like the puncture mark on the mask. I feel like on this one, the nose is painted a little bit darker than the other one. So we'll get a side by side real quick, compare, which it does seem to be. I think I prefer this one better. Now we will pop his head sculpt on here real quick. All right, now that Michael is basically set up, we're going to take a look at some of the exclusives. Starting with the tombstone, which it looks amazing. The weathering that they have on here, it just looks really, really kick-ass. The only thing I would complain about this is that I would like to see something here, some ground or something to help hold the headstone to kind of keep it from tipping over. Now it does sit good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like with its weight or whatever, it wouldn't take much for somebody to accidentally knock it over, but it does sit well. Next up is the Space Saver base that they give you. It's got my dirty paw prints on there, but basically this is just a stand. This is solid, by the way. It's got a lot of weight to it. But if you don't want the whole staircase, you can just set him on here and it saves quite a bit of space. But I like the staircase setup, so I'm going to keep this in the package. And next up we have the awesome Jacko Lantern that is obviously from the intro of the movie, that we all know and love and recognize. And PCS did a great job on sculpting this guy as well. Gotta take a look underneath. But they've captured pretty much every detail in this thing, and it looks really, really rad. On top, it has a little magnet top that you remove, and there's a switch underneath to turn on the light, which we will kind of we'll lower the lights in here so we can see this a little bit better. But it has a great flickering effect as if there's a candle inside. Here is it with a bit darker in here so you can kind of see how much light it puts out, which is quite a bit. You can see on my hands. I kind of wish that the top, the bulb wasn't so, I say bulb, it's probably LED in there, that it wasn't so bright, or it was more well hidden so the light wasn't coming straight through the top, but you can have it at an angle like that where it looks better. But I just don't want to see it down through the eye like that. Again, this is nitpicking, guys, because this thing is awesome. So don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this statue. And last but not least is the infamous bed sheet that they include if you so wish to display him like that. And it's literally just a square piece of fabric with 2 eye holes cut in. And then we'll take a look at the glasses real quick. The glasses actually have like some leopard style print to them, which I assume is movie accurate. That's one thing that I would fail at a quiz on, is what did the glasses look like that he used over the bed sheet. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is spot on. So let's go ahead and throw that on real quick and we can kind of look and see how he looks with the sheet on. And here is the quick shot with him with the sheet on. Now for the sheet, I just ended up removing his right hand. It's covered up anyway, and that way it looked weird with the knife kind of pushing out through the sheet. So I just kind of removed that. But I have no plans to display it like this, but I love the inclusion. All right guys, now that I got his coveralls sorted out a bit, and we'll go ahead and take a 360 view of it. There's still some, I'll probably do some ironing on the coveralls, as there's some creases on the back side of it where he was laying in the styrofoam box. But overall, he's pretty much there. So let's go ahead and spin him around. All right guys, final thoughts on Myers here. I think he's absolutely amazing. PCS did just an absolutely killer job on this statue, especially with all the inclusions and the face sculpt, which it's so hard for companies to nail that Shatner face mask. But they did such a great job with it, and I couldn't be more thrilled to own it. I would say that most of the time on statues, you don't really need the exclusive. You're just fine getting the standard because it's usually some inclusion that you don't really need. But with this one, there's so many extra pieces that come with the exclusive. I would do everything you possibly could to get the exclusive. If you can't, since there's just 150 of them out there, settling for the regular is perfectly fine because you still get a kick-ass statue, but I would definitely try to get the exclusive. As far as height, from the bottom of the statue to the top of Myers, it's 30.5 inches tall. Myers himself is just under 24.5 inches tall. I haven't done the calculation out, but hopefully that puts him right at 1/3 scale, which at the end of this I'll give you a quick shot of the ECC Freddy and Jason 1/3 scales, and hopefully they kind of make a good display with all three of them together. So as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments that you have on the piece, and I'll be happy to answer them. And as always, feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.